something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, And especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy. And it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the crypto teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto pumping right along with stocks. And we have Jerome in the house this morning. And he gave the people what they wanted. And of course, the algorithm ran with it. And we're going to get into that later. But you had over $1 trillion pumped into the market in seconds. So we know what's going to happen on Monday. We definitely are going to be pulling back. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates drop on Fed comments, but didn't drop big. That was the surprising part. I thought after those comments that he made, opened the door for rate cuts. The 10-year yield only dropped 0.8. And then, guys, we have the dollar slightly up. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then we have Japan looking to launch its stablecoin. And then, of course, we have China looking to launch its stablecoin. But we know that's definitely going to be global. The yuan is ready to compete against the United States dollar, the tokenized one anyway. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $25 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And again, we had Jerome in the house this morning saying that they are seeing some weakness, so it may change the stance of the Fed policy. So that means bad news is going to change the Fed policy, which the stock market should be dumping, of course, if it wasn't manipulated, because what he's saying is that we're going to get higher prices and more layoffs, which the stock market should be pulling back, but of course, pumped over $1 trillion. And again, guys, we know that is all manipulation for this fourth industrial revolution. And like I tell you, they like the markets to look good when Jerome is in the house. but they definitely pumped it. And now, of course, Trump can run with this type of news. We see the mainstream media pushing the narrative. Even though we didn't get a rate cut, even though nothing has happened, we pumped over $1 trillion. And just remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. But we'll get the two most important reports before the Fed meets again, and we'll see the revisions for the labor market. But guys, we know the labor market is going to get weak. I've told you time and time again that the Fed is going to cut due to the labor market, but then also these tariffs are going to cause inflation that we haven't seen yet. And Jerome Powell has admitted that prices are going to start getting higher. Tariffs are going to hit the markets eventually. But remember, this is a plan and moves in phases. Put so much pressure on these small and medium-sized businesses where they have to lay off. And of course, these big corporations are going to already act like they're hurting, so therefore they can bring in the machines. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have the EU is expediting the digital euro plans. And these stable coins backed by treasuries are nothing but CBDCs. But don't forget, with smart contracts, they'll be able to tell you what, when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs pumping right now. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have the UAE Airlines now lets travelers book flights with crypto, including Bitcoin, ETH, and of course Tether. And we know that's all about pushing adoption. And we know the Middle East also is leading in the metaverse. Now we have ETH strategy partners with Lido to invest treasury funds and stake ETH, aiming to boost Ethereum yields with verifiable on-chain custody. And we know how important staking is going to be. These yields, of course, with the stablecoin issuers, right now there's no yield. And we know what's going to happen to big money. It's going to take flight. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Australian government, Austrac, has ordered Binance Australia to appoint an external auditor over serious concerns with AML and CTF systems. So make sure you're keeping an eye on this. We already know how these external auditors work. They're looking for something. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have Meta signs a $10 billion deal with Google for its cloud computing services to boost AI computing power. And I put this in the stock Patreon account because this is unbelievable. Just to let you know, guys, there is no competition when it comes to big money. They work together. This definitely should be against the law. You're talking about Meta with all this data. And then you're talking about Google with all that data and the cloud to make all this data smarter. So therefore, they'll be able to know you better than you know yourself. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now you have State Street joins JP Morgan's tokenized debt platform as first external custodian, allowing it to hold blockchain-based debt securities on behalf of investors. And never forget, all the big banks, and I mean all the big banks, have been funding blockchain and these digital currencies from the beginning. And it was all about the digital economy. And that's the reason why Bitcoin was so important, because it sold the narrative that Bitcoin was supposed to get rid of the banks. But really, the banks were funding Bitcoin and crypto from the beginning. It is genius, but evil genius. A master plan. And remember, the crypto teacher taught you. And then lastly, we have Ripple and Japan's SBI Holdings through a subsidiary, SBI VC Trade, announced partnership to distribute RLUSD stablecoin in Japan in Q1 of 2026. And again, we see all of our big crypto projects in the emerging markets, and you don't hear a peep from Trump to bring it back to the United States. And a lot of them are with the BRICS. And then we also have SBI Holdings taps Startail to launch on-chain tokenized stock trading platform. And of course, to buy and sell on a platform, you're going to need a stable coin. And again, the emerging markets are leading the way. And never forget, we had the Japanese leaders brought to San Francisco to plan out the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, BitChute, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.